Good morning, good afternoon, folks, good evening. Whenever and wherever you are listening, welcome to episode 221 of the Dad Bod Golf Pod, proudly a member of the Believe Podcast Network, joining me on this renewed, revived Would You Rather Wednesday. That's right. Kyle Rush sporting the top button. Benjamin Taylor sporting long sleeves, even though it was 87 degrees here in Alabama today.
It's one of those thin shirts. Just knock it off.
We are locked. We are loaded. And we are ready to fire off on a Would You Rather Wednesday. Fellas, what's going on?
Hey, buddy.
Let's do this thing. I got a new Swannies polo. It's actually not. It's new to me, not new to y'all. But
that's right.
Let's do this. Nate's neck girth couldn't handle this thing, so give it old pops
Lack thereof
to fill it up.
The old sloppy seconds on the polo. Kyle Rush never turned down a free polo from anyone in his life.
Never.
Speaking of free polos, slide on over to Bet Online and smack the NCAA button and the NFL button because they are so close you can literally smell it. Just a shoe up. Let's see. The show's going to come out on Wednesday, Thursday night. Oh, smack it. First quarter overs all night long. Let's go. 50% bonus, BLEAV. They'll stack it on top of whatever you put in there. Put in a ridiculous amount. They'll give you a ridiculous amount. If you're Ben, you'll be up at 3 a.m. playing Casino Royale or
playing blackjack and doubling down stupid crap you don't need to be doing.
Be like, hey, Dad, can I take this ACT prep class? No, I spent your ACT prep class money on blackjack.
Lost 400 last night. Sorry, guys.
Tough shit there, brother. So, fellas, before we get back into this Would You Rather Wednesday, let's talk about HV3, Harold Varner III.
Yes.
Yep.
The most recent and quite possibly one of the most impressive joinings of the LIV Tour. We've got a letter been circulating around that he wrote. Kyle, walk us through it.
Yeah, so he gave out a social media post, and I will say he's probably the first one that just really put it out there like plain as day. Hey, guys, I thought about it. I'm about to become a father. I've got a foundation. This is literally life-changing money. We don't know exact numbers, but I mean, it has to be up there for him to make this call. And I just thought he was very, very responsible. But he didn't try to attack the PGA Tour. He thanked the PGA Tour. He straight up said, "Look, I know some people. This is going to make you not like me. This is going to make you change your opinion. And just understand, I'm the same guy. I won life here. I win life. I win life for my kids, my grandkids, their grandkids." And then the biggest thing, and I mentioned this a while back, but this is good to see it written down. He talked about his HV3 foundation. He's like, I'm going to give the chance to give more kids opportunities to play golf that would never be able to do it before. You can do good things with money that comes from bad places. You can do great, beautiful things with money that comes from bad places. And you know what? You're not even really required to do that. And I mean, you're not necessarily required to do that. And he's going to do it. And a vast majority of these guys are going to do it. I thought it was great. I'd love to hear some of y'all's thoughts on it.
Go ahead, Benjamin.
Let's just say that he and Cam Smith both said it was financial reasons. So there goes the argument of all the PGA Tour players that keep saying, they won't say it, but it's for the money. Okay, they said it was for the money. Like, now what? Now what's your argument? And HV3, as you said, the sentence there was, I'll continue to forge pathways for kids interested in golf. And that this note is a receipt of that. I mean, I think that's huge just because, Kyle, I think it was you that said, golly, when we first started talking about LIV, it was like, well, these guys all have foundations. Surely they're going to be using these foundations and using the money put towards these foundations. And none of them have really said that. Bubba kind of alluded to it, that he would still be doing stuff with his, but he didn't put it in writing and that wasn't his opening statement when he joined LIV. And Harold threw it all out there, and I think he's done it the right way too. We've heard also rumors about how he approached Michael Jordan because that's who he's got the Jumpman logo, and he said look, I would love to stay branded by you, but I understand if you do not want me to. And
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine telling MJ, it being such a large amount of money that you feel comfortable telling MJ, thanks, I want to keep repping you, but if you can't, stay with me, I get it.
Yeah.
But I got this is unbelievable. I can't turn this down. Nate, what you think?
So this is pretty serious for our podcast, but I am very close to being a father. Like at any point you will hear me on an episode, and then the next episode you hear me, I'll be a dad. Most of us will never have an opportunity. Like we will work all of our lives to set up our kids, hopefully, right? But like Harold's got an opportunity to set up his kids, any family that he has around him, and a ton of strangers on top of that. Like most of us will just not have that decision to make. Like, hey, do I do this, and do I sacrifice maybe the majors, maybe the Players Championship? Maybe he freaking loves the PGA Tour, but here's this stupid amount of money that guarantees, a great life for not just him and not just his wife and not just his firstborn, but like his firstborn's firstborn possibly. So, whether you do use it for charities or not, I don't think you have to justify taking the money, but more power to him. Lock and load. And I like that little ending. So, hey, some of you are going to think differently of me, and that's going to be tough for me.
Yeah.
He didn't hide behind that whole, like, I don't care what you think, I'm just going to be me. It's like, hey, I'm human and I care what people think. And no matter what anybody says, Kyle cares what people think about him. Ben cares what people think about him. I only care about what people think of him.
You care the most out of all of us.
Yeah, you care the most. I probably care the least, and you care the most.
Right, and it shows.
What type of get is Harold for the for LIV? If you could rate it on a 1 to 10, what would you say?
He's not as big a get as Cam, so he's probably more like an 8.
Yeah, 7 or an 8.
7 or
now
8.
He did win that tournament, so he's probably got some notoriety over there. Was it the Saudi Arabia Open or the?
He won one of their
that Dubai,
the
whatever
Pakistani
it is.
That he got
Championship or
approval to go play in. Yeah, he won one of those.
Made that 50-footer, so they love him over there.
Yeah. I think it's a great hire. I mean, let's don't like pretend that this isn't the situation, but it's a different demographic. I think it's one that golf needs, and it's kind of like they were trying to go after, Hideki, who ended up turning it down, which he did admit it was because of the PGA Tour changes. I think Cam Young said the same thing. He turned it down because of the same thing, but it's a different demographic. If the goal is to grow the game of golf, this is the great way to do it. And Harold is willing to put the money he's given to continue to help grow the game of golf. So I think that might make it closer to a 10. I think it might make it closer to a 10 because this is a budding star. And I'm proud of the way he handled it. And I wish whoever his PR person is, I wish it was a lot of the other guys. Maybe you needed some dudes that were in defiance and like, we're going to stand up for, but that was heartfelt. And I think, I wish him luck. I'm looking forward to watching this event.
Hey, Phil, Kyle's talking to you, Phil.
Well, I think you had to have Phil. I think you had to have Phil do the things he did and say the things he did. If it was all shucks, we love you, we miss you, would it have shook the earth like some of the stuff Phil said? I'm not sure that it would have. So I think you needed Phil. I think everybody needs to thank Phil, pat Phil on the back, tell him appreciate you, because he is.
Phil can still kind of go off himself.
That's fine. That's totally fine. But you can't deny the fact that he is the catalyst for this.
He kept the ball. He got the ball rolling. That's for sure. I will say, you mentioned a name just a minute ago that also I want to give kudos to because he handled it properly as well, and that's Cam Young. Even though he's not going LIV. Everything he said, where they interviewed him and he said, no, I have been in serious talks with him. We've talked about money. We've talked about sponsorships. We've talked about all the assets that go along with it. And the door is still kind of open, but I would be more than willing to revisit with him a little bit later. But right now my heart's with the PGA Tour, so I'm going to stay with it. But yes, I did strongly consider going. Like, I wonder if that affects him and the team, because you got the Rorys and the JTs of the world. It's like, you're stupid for going. And Cam's like, I really was going to go.
I bet they won't say anything about Harold.
No.
I bet
Why
they won't
not?
say because they all like him. And he said
Yeah.
and I just don't think I think he did it the right way. And I don't know. I just don't think I don't think there's going to be many people that are going to say much about Harold going at all. So take that for whatever it's worth. Take this for what it's worth also. Swannies.co is the #1 place to get golf gear. The #1 place to get golf swag. Use coupon code DadBodGolfPod -25. Take 25% off your order. Look at this polo. I know everybody remembers maybe seeing it on Nate, but there's no way you'll forget seeing it on me. You're like, wow, look at that
And Ben.
print.
I
And
got
Ben.
topless before I put it on. So
It
unless
feel-
you'd like
it
to
feels that
raise that
guy.
ante up,
It
then
Thanks for
feels that
giving me
guy
a
out.
shout out too. I bought one too, but whatever.
You did. It fills that guy out so well, so well. They got the subscription box coming up. Don't forget to sign up for it. It's like $80. You get 2 pieces, and you're going to get some cool golf shoe strings. I keep forgetting to remember the the company name that's partnered with them this time, but it's $150 value. You get it for $80, and then you use the coupon code, and you get it for like $65 to the house. We're gonna have a box opening party. All of us are gonna get it. It's gonna be a blast. Check them out. Swannies.co. It's where the fashion starts.
Yes.
Nate, all right, we got sentimental. It's time for a classic one that we've needed this for a while. This is a Would You Rather Wednesday that
yeah.
is going to be electric. So Nate, I want you to hit us with the scenarios and let's have some fun and hopefully we fight.
Okay, fighting pretty easy to do when you've got Nate and Ben in the same Zoom meeting. Because Ben's picture trash. Okay, we're gonna do. We like to do a lesser of two evils kind of thing on this show. You know, like pick your favorite nightmare, your least favorite nightmare. So here we go. Would you rather play on punched greens, and I'm talking
Fresh.
that morning? That
Not
morning,
even sand
punch
in 'em.
screens. No, well, I don't think that's a thing, but fine, it's fine. Whatever you want to do, Kyle.
You punch
Screens.
You punch him and put sand in him.
Yeah, but you said they hadn't even put sand in them yet.
Yeah, it's just I'm talking about like they just. I mean, it's freshly punched, no sand. Let's go. Go. Sorry, Nate.
That's okay. Whatever.
Some people aren't rich enough to have it where it shoots the sand in it at the same time, Nate. That's what he's trying to say. Sometimes they punch the greens and then sand them afterwards.
Yeah,
but they usually don't let you play until they've been punched.
Oh
in
my
sand.
God!
I mean,
Just
that's
get on with scenario for
ridiculous.
God's sakes.
it's a roaring start.
You do some sort of random ass assortment of punch screens or cart path only, and also the carts only go 3 miles an hour. No, shut the hell up, stupid.
Okay,
Cart path only or punch greens.
Cart path only or punch screens. Ben, go first.
Oh, it's cart path only by far. I hate punch greens. Can't stand it. I'm glad that some people are
I
finally
had you pegged for punch screens all day.
No, I'm so glad that they're finally at some courses they're saying they're sending notices out. We're punching the greens on this date. Like, because they didn't do that for the longest time. And it was like, oh, surprise, you guys are screwed today. We punched the greens this morning. Welcome to paying $85 to play golf. So no.
The best thing would be like you go in the pro shop and you pay, and it's a little bit cheaper than I thought it was going to be. Like, oh yeah, buddy, we're hand you the receipt back after you paid. Yeah, we punched the greens, so we're doing
Aeration rate.
$10 discount.
If they call
you
it
actually
that-
get the twilight rate before 2 p.m.
If they call it the aeration rate, it doesn't sound as bad as hey, we just punched the greens. So
We're doing
that's
some course maintenance, and we
doesn't sound as bad as hey, you're gonna putt like shit today. That doesn't sound near as bad.
But here, so Ben, you're for sure on cart path only.
There's no doubt in my mind. As soon as you set in the scenario, I was like, cart path only is the only way. I hate punt, but I love having a great read and a great roll. That's one of my favorite things about golf is the putting. So you're kind of messing. Because I play out of the trash most of the time anyway from everywhere else. So,
cart path only is fine for you if you hit it in the woods.
So that's the thing.
Do y'all ever just cart path only? Like sometimes you're just like, shit, and you just unstrap your bag, just put it on your shoulder.
I played with a guy. I played with a guy the other day that had to do that.
Yeah.
He did it for several holes.
No,
I had to do it too. It sucks.
Because quite frankly, I hate dragging 7 irons down the fairway, having no idea. Ball, rangefinder, and you kind of like spit them all up onto the ground, and then you're like gathering them.
Yeah, I'm going punch greens. Really? Psychologically, cart path only does way more to me than than punch greens. It's not necessarily because I don't want to walk, because I would honestly, I would probably walk over doing cart path only. Like if I had the option and I could, and it wasn't against the rules, or there wasn't like a no walking policy before a certain time, and I was in a group, I would just walk. I hate cart path only. The whole, you feel like you got to keep it close to the cart path, and you start doing, you get to holes where it's like a really long way away from the cart path, and you start really thinking, I don't want to hit it way over there, because then you hit it over there. It's like and in the green, like, yeah, if you really got to make that 6-footer, for par, you've missed the green, and you got to you chip one up there, and it makes it tougher. But in all reality, like, we're lagging it up there and tapping it in most of the time anyway. Like that's just how it is. I would much rather enjoy middle of the fairway. Nothing. Hit it to the middle of the green, 2-putt, have some fun. This whole walking, if you hit it way over there, you got to carry your bag, and there's that awkward. Do I carry my bag? Do I not? Do I take
You
5?
flub a lot of chips, then you got to go back and get a different wedge.
Yeah,
or something you do a lot.
It's awful. Cart path only is lazy leadership, and I don't like it. Move on. Give me the punched greens. Give me the punch greens for life.
Every time you say lazy leadership, my blood pressure goes to the roof, my heart rate goes up, and I want to tear your head off of your neck.
I think it's because he also uses it in the wrong scenarios, Nate.
Well, you're just like, well, what was that stupid saying?
Zero tolerance.
Like, lazy leadership.
Zero tolerance is
Zero tolerance is lazy leadership.
Yes, that's fact.
You know what you would have done in the military? Dropped out day 0.
It's lazy leadership. Monkeys can make decisions when there's zero tolerance. You don't have to be you take yourself from not being a human and being able to make tough calls. That's what lazy zero tolerance means. I want to put myself in a position where I don't have to make tough calls and be a man.
But that's why is cart path only lazy leadership? If it's been just soaking rain out there, that's stupid leadership to let people go drive out there on the course.
Because 100% of the course is not undrivable. True or false? 100% of the course on a lot of.
So are you supposed to go out and line the course with chalk to let people know where they can drive?
90% of the clubs that we play in have GPSs in the cart that will shut you down. You can draw the map.
And a lot of them do, but like it's cart path on 4, 7, 9, 13, 17, and 18.
Oh yeah, that's a plan. That's better than cart path.
Because what if they don't have GPS?
Then you know what you do? You have it. The rain falls in the same place every time. Water gathers in the same place. Okay. It doesn't like surprise you and gather on top of a hill. It's going to always funnel down to the bottom of the hill. So you know what you do? You have a cart stake. You have a stake plan or a cart, a fairway conservation plan where you know where the rain is going to collect, where the water is going to collect, and you put stakes out that says, hey, don't go here, but you can drive everywhere else here because it's dry within an hour of it stopping raining. That's leadership. That's leadership.
You don't just, there's not like a cheat code to like rain.
Oh, there actually is. You go to the places where water collects and you say, I don't want to drive there because you know what? Every time it rains, the water collects here. It doesn't collect.
It doesn't.
Kyle, if it's rained for 5 straight days,
rain is not just like a thing that just happens. It doesn't happen. It's not like that. So
where it falls and collects is where
yes, but the amount can be vastly different. So spots that you normally wouldn't have your little cart stake on your perfect little plan, all of a sudden it gets flooded because there was way more rain than you expected or that you knew about, or just stop moving the goalposts on this one.
My goalposts have remained the same. Like my goalposts have remained completely the same. You take 20 minutes and look at where rain collects on a course, and then you map out where you can and can't drive your cart.
Map out.
Yeah, where 20 minutes. It would take
5 miles.
It would take 20 minutes. You know why? Because it collects in the same place ever since you opened the course. Back to when you opened the course in 1999, the rain collects in the same damn place every single time. It does it or does it not?
You sound like someone who's never spent an even millisecond of their life working.
I was a cart guy, so you can suck it.
I was a cart guy too, and you know what I knew about maintenance? Not shit. I knew where the key to the maintenance barn was, so I could fill up.
I'm telling you, cart path only is a conspiracy by head pros who don't want to work when it rains. I'm throwing it out there. I'm kidding. But still.
Are you? No.
No,
Stand
no.
I
by
do.
what you say.
I do.
Or
I think
shut the hell up.
I do. I think
it's not
especially if you have a GPS, I think it's wildly lazy, especially if you have a GPS system. It's
If it
incredibly
rains
You know what,
5
Carpath-
straight days, then yeah, it collects in the same place. The whole damn course is wet.
You know what
Kyle.
causes
Okay.
car path only? It's not lazy leadership. It's golfers who do not have any respect. Lack
Yes.
of respect is what leads to car path only. If we all used common sense and watched where we were going in a cart on grass that's wet, then we wouldn't need stakes. And we
Well, so you know what you do
car
then?
path only. We wouldn't need GPS. We just need common sense.
You know what you do then?
But
You
most
know
of us suppress it.
You know what you do then? Instead of saying, "Hey, I don't want to offend somebody or get in a situation where I have to say, no, you're a dumbass and he's not, so he can drive wherever he wants to, and you can't because you're an idiot. And if you prove to me you're not an idiot, then you can drive wherever you want to drive."
So we're doing IQ tests when you check in at the local muni now.
No,
Yeah.
it's just making a tough call.
Like,
is
you know
it
what?
is.
You look like an idiot.
No, I know
Car path
you.
only for you, big fella.
No, I know you. I've seen you. There's people complain.
But the world exists outside of country clubs. I mean,
They do.
I'm just saying.
That bus of guys comes down from Minnesota and gets off at RTJ. He doesn't know any of those people.
I'm just saying. You just try. It's just a way for you not to be able to make a tough call. That's what it is. Another way. Anyway.
what's the tough call?
What do you mean? What's a tough call? Cart path only sucks. So what
Car
you're
path
doing
only
is
or not? Or
cart path only.
No,
in
Kyle wants
general.
him to take. Kyle says it's going to take him 20 minutes to map out a bunch of stakes throughout a 5 to 7 mile course.
so
Yeah.
then do you put the stakes
Yeah.
out only when it rains?
Yeah.
If you have like an afternoon shower in the summer, like, oh, hold on, delay play. Stakes.
No, you
gotta
don't.
go
No,
out.
you don't. Because again, you know what happens to your course when you see the rain. Like, it's not like it's a surprise. Like it's not like, oh my God, there's a puddle over here that wasn't here the last time it rained for 2 hours. Okay, it rained 3 hours. We know it does. I mean,
Oh, good. Now we got so we've got the 30-minute rain plan. We've got the
No,
hour
no,
rain
no, no.
plan.
You have
Hey,
a
how many hours did it
rain-
rain? 2.5. Bring out the 2.5 plan.
no,
Hey,
that
sir,
would be
if we do the 3-hour plan, there's another
No,
stake
that
list here.
would
Did I
be-
say 3 hours? I said
that would be
2.5.
another example of the not being able to make a call. So you have to you just look at the course and you know where rain collects and you mark it off and then you move on. You set it on you can preset it. You can preset all on GPSs and you just flip a switch. It's easy.
There is no doubt, Nate, that Kyle is asking to see the manager when it rains.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I just think it's ridiculous. I'm not going to do it and I'm going to follow the rules. I just think it's ridiculous.
I think as you as a superintendent would spell a golf course closing down like within months.
I don't think so at all. I think the members would love me and we would not be surprised about where rain collects on Earth, that it's collected in the same place for 20 plus years. I don't think.
Well, you know what, Kyle? It doesn't collect on the green and we don't get to park up there, do we?
That is the dumbest retort that I've ever heard in my whole entire life, because we're never allowed to drive on the green, you effing DA. Like, what are you talking about? All right.
Can we just
Nate, what did
courage
you
as
choose?
men? Can we not just
Nate.
say effing
No.
DA? Like,
Nate, what do you choose? Punch
so
greens or carpet?
I'm gonna go punch greens because I don't think that overall as a whole golfers are good at being cart partners for cart path only.
Oh,
It takes a
terrible.
certain level of fortitude to ride in a cart with someone else. Positioning, it's not hard. You just got to pay a little bit more attention. And I hate bringing the clubs and trying to guess and all the stuff, especially
you
of
need me to
course
get
you
your
haven't played
putter?
before.
What you need?
Especially if you haven't played the course yet. Yeah, we grab my putter and you get to the green. You gonna get my putter?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
dude, sorry.
sucks so bad.
Sorry about that, dude. But the other thing is that for those of us who are real loose on the rules, punch greens kind of give you like an automatic
3-footer.
yeah, like you're gonna make me putt that 3-footer. Greens are punch. I'm scooping it. Suck it.
Exactly.
So I don't hit that many. I don't read putts purely and hit them purely enough to for it to really matter. Now you make a putt on punch greens, dude. Get out of here.
Give me the
Don't talk
jacket.
to me for 4 holes.
Give me the jacket.
Yeah. Give me the necklace. Give me the crown. Give me the turnover jewelry or whatever.
Oh
Miami.
man.
The turnover jewelry.
But I will say this while the floor is mine. whatever we just heard from Kyle, if you want to sleep tonight, try and forget everything that he just said.
No,
Because but like the top, you just try to use topography and like memorizing where water puddles up on a golf course that's like 1,000 acres.
the exact same place for 20 years.
You know what you sound like? You sound
know
like
what?
what you sell.
I tell you what, the new courses that just open up, you know, it may take a couple of years to figure out where the water collects, but when you've been open forever and you know where water collects, you
Here's the
typically
thing.
have drains there.
Carpath only is not big enough a deal to warrant what the hell you're talking about.
I disagree. I think
You are taking a 22 caliber problem and you are firing a rocket launcher at it.
I disagree. So let me ask you this. Just take our course, for example. Is there ever a reason why on 12 at the top of the hill, you should not be able to drive across?
The top of the hill.
At the top of the hill. Okay. There's people that go all the way down that bottom a lot on the right. Is there ever a reason?
Rain is not just puddled up in places. If it rains really hard and you drive through an area, you can leave tire tracks and mess up whether there's a puddle or not. So
you don't get to go out. You don't get to go out on the course when there's standing water like that.
No, it doesn't have to be standing water. It has to be really wet.
These courses dry so incredibly fast in the places where water doesn't collect. We could literally do this for hours. I mean, I'm just saying you could have a rain plan that gets you to be able to get places.
Dude, don't say that out loud anymore. Like literally,
quit saying the rain plan.
I'm just saying. I'm after rain plan. It's not really a rain plan. It's after the rain plan. So it's not that hard. I could put it together in.
Please do it.
Probably a week of me learning, me walking around the course and learning. I could put together a plan, and then within 20 minutes after the rain, we could have it initiated and ready to go, especially with GPSs. Anyway, all right, next scenario.
Spin the dead bug off.
No, next scenario. Hit it.
Yeah.
You asked
Nate,
for
you
it.
thought you were going to be
got it.
fighting with me tonight, Nate.
You got it.
Ben just set like Ben. I've seen him at a loss for words once in my life, and it was just then when you were saying all of that unbelievable, stupid crap.
Okay, whatever. Whatever you want to say.
Here's one that should just be really smooth. A rain plan. Wow.
Read the scenario.
A 3-hour rain plan too, Nate.
But is there going to be a 2-hour rain plan?
He hasn't decided that yet.
It's common sense. It's common sense.
Hey, has anybody started their stopwatch since it started raining? We're 20 minutes in. Nobody started a clock.
Who
They
wants
actually
to
do that.
When did it start
guy?
raining? Hey, what? Oh, no, wait. We had an hour of rain on the front 9, but 2 hours on the back 9. So we need to split
Common
it down. We need to
sense.
get the 2 hour.
Common sense. Hey, it just stopped
back.
raining. It just stopped raining. I'm going to take 30 minutes. I'm going to ride the course. I'm going to look at where rain always collects in the history of this course. And I'll say, okay, look, we need to go with this. Boom. We're in, we're done. We're moving on. We're not going to sit here and play this dumb game where we just ride around the outside of the course because we always have. It's just dumb. Anyway, next scenario.
Would you rather be a +5 handicap? And that's, for those of you who don't realize, that's like a -5 handicap. Except it's +5. But can only play.
Actually a +5.
But can only play 9 holes at any given time. You're only going to play 9 holes. Or you can be whatever your handicap is now, and you can play whatever you play now. So +5, got to stop at 9 every single time.
That's per day.
Just remain the same.
That's per day. So like you can't play 9 and then go swim for 3 hours and then come back and play. It's 9 holes in a 24-hour period. But you know what you're going to do? You're going to shoot like 4 or 5 under, 6 under every single time you play 9 holes.
Carpath only or not? Yeah.
Actually,
as a +5 handicap, you would more than likely shoot like
2 or 3
3
under.
2 or
3 under. Yeah, you're right. 3 under. PGA Tour level skills.
So I'm going first.
Yeah.
I think that would be fantastic for like the first year.
Yeah.
And then I think I would want to go back to playing 18 holes with my buddies.
Right.
So I think I'd probably have to stay with the 18 just because I think after a while it would suck. After 9, they'd be like, man, I wish that guy could stay with him. He's 3 under already today. Right. He can't keep going. He's got to stop. So I think that would be great that first year. You would take a lot of money off your friends that first year in that 9 holes. Then after that, you'd be like, well, this sucks because they're still having a good time and I'm leaving and I'm going to the house now. And or I'm
Or
going
what
to
if
go.
you just sit on the porch and drink and wait for your buddies?
That
Like,
there's
you're
that
just
option too. I
hammered when
think
your
so.
buddies get done.
Maybe
Or
2
you
years
ride the
then,
back
Nate.
nine. You ride the back nine and talk about how bad they are while you just shot 3 under on the
Oh
front.
no, I'm not doing that. I'd be too tempted to get out and hit balls. I'm not doing that.
Well, you can't.
Well, I mean, you just
I know.
couldn't. Like
I
you'd
know.
just be like you'd be
So-
struck down by the would you rather Wednesday gods.
Yes, I'll take the 18. There's always room for improvement. I'd take the 18.
Hmm.
I'd take the current handicap so I could play.
It's like, hey,
18.
there's always a chance that I get down there and I'm a +5 and I'm playing 18. You know, if I keep getting better
Nope.
every day.
Nope, there's not that chance. But you know what? There is a chance. There's that chance for that emergency 9 after 18, Nate. That's what that chance is, and I can't do that if I'm only playing 9 holes that day.
Yeah, you didn't even make it 18 before you.
Yep.
Yeah. So you just like an
So-
emergency 9.
But you know what you could do?
zero.
You could,
You know what
you
happens?
could
You go
always
on-
do the emergency 9 and you would dominate.
You know what else?
Meet me
though?
at the E9.
Yeah, meet me at the E9. Well, it also would suck when you go like on golf trips with your buds and like everybody's playing 36 holes that day. You got your 9 in and you went back to the hotel.
Like, hey, you guys want to play an E9 at like 10 a.m. on Saturday? Like, what time are you going to tee out for the first 9? I mean, actually, you want to grab 9?
Yeah. So I'm going to stay
So
with the current
Sunday
handicap at 18.
afternoons, you just dominate. The old Sunday
Oh,
afternoon, 9
yeah.
holes with bringing out your kids, you would just absolutely wipe the floor. You know,
Or like the Thursday night like best ball competition where you don't even need a
Yeah.
partner. You just beat everybody's ass by yourself.
or you jump into the E9 like on a Saturday afternoon, which I've done. I've done plenty of times.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Come guns blazing, 4 holes left, tennis shoes on, trying to catch up, drinking triple vodkas.
I probably
sell
hey,
2 cars, just get it going.
15 years ago, I probably don't take that, but now where it's so hard for me to get out and play 18 holes, there's no chance I'm just playing 9. I want to play. There's some days I want to play 36 or I want to.
Could you play more golf if you just played 9 holes at a time?
No, because I think my wife sees it. It's like leaving the house with like your cat or your dog. Like they don't know how long you're actually gone. Like
Ben, you get off way before your kids get out of school because you do a morning show.
Sorry, off work.
You could play 9 holes every day before your kids get out of school.
But he could do that right now.
I could do that right now, and I'm not doing
Yeah,
it.
but you couldn't
option
shoot.
right
You're
now.
not going to shoot 3-4 under.
So we're like, hey guys, does anyone want to go play 9 holes with me on Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. before the kids get out of school?
Yeah.
Nate, what do you pick, Nate? You
Take
take
18.
18.
Well, I do take 18 for similar reasons because you even at where we're at right now, if you play 9 holes and you fire basically anything less, like if I shoot 39, I don't have the inclination. That's my line to draw. You guys tell me in a second what your line is. If I shoot 39, I'm not like, damn, I got to go play the back. But if I shoot 38 or 37, I'm like, ooh, like I really do not want to go to the car right now. Like I need to go finish what I started.
Sure.
And to be doing that 2 or 3 under. And then because you never really get to fully enjoy being a +5. Like you get to be a +5 for 9 holes. Now,
Yeah.
granted, if I did it, I would do the ride around on the back, and talk shit. But I just don't think I can. I don't like incompleteness, and I'm really big on. There was a time in my life where I would play like 27 every weekend. Or 36. So for those reasons, I'm out.
As a father of 2, it's really hard. I feel like I would get to play more golf if I just had a 1.5 to 2 hours, go jam out 9 holes. And if I could do it and shoot 3-4 under every single time, holy cow, that would be a lot of fun. The only problem is once you retire, or like Ben said, you want to go on a golf trip, or the kids are out of school. Like our kids are not kids are out of school. Kids have moved out. Kids
Where they don't want to spend time with you anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. You get. So
yeah.
that
Like
would be,
right now at like 13 and 14.
Right.
Yeah, you don't care if I'm home.
that would be tough. But like, it's really hard. It's really hard to convince your wife that you're going to be gone for 5-6 hours. It's hard to do that. It's hard to do that more than once a week. For some people, it's hard to do it more than 2 times a month. But to say, hey, I'm going to go, I'll be back in an hour and a half. I'll be back in an hour and a half. And you're going to go out that hour and a half and you're going to absolutely stripe it. You're absolutely going to pour it. You're going to bomb it. You're going to throw butt darts. And it is going to be an electric 9 holes. And you know what? You're going to be back in the house in 2 hours and 15 minutes. And nobody's going to be mad at you. And that's like, I know a lot of the marketing now for golf is just play 9 so you can play more. I think that's some of, I looked at it, look that up. I think that's a slogan: play 9, play more. I think I would take it. I think I would take 9 holes, enjoy being an absolute legend. Cause like, there's going to be like legends about you. Like, oh my God, this guy, it's unbelievable. He only played 9 holes, but he's an absolute legend. Nobody's looking at me right now. You're both on your phones. What are we doing?
You told me
You're looking at play 9, play
Okay,
more.
okay,
We're looking
okay,
it up.
It's a
We're following
golf card
instructions.
game. So yeah, that works out perfectly.
Yeah, it's a
Looks
card
like
game.
You can do that with the
I'm
other 2
telling you,
hours
I
of
heard
your
a
time.
slogan.
You
I
can
heard a
pick it
slogan
up for $17.99 at Dick's Sporting Goods.
I'm telling you, there's a slogan out there that's something
Hey,
similar to that.
are you seeing that coupon, Ben?
Hit it. Pick that coupon up.
Hit that
Oh
coupon.
no, right. You have to $50 or more purchase. Okay, so
You
if
can do it
get
at
3
Barnes
of
and
them-
Noble and get it for $1 cheaper.
Hey
though.
guys,
Yeah.
send the check. We're trying. I mean, hey, if you're going to talk about Barnes and Noble, send the check. No, I think I'd take the +5, +6, whatever handicap, the PGA Tour level handicap, and only be able to play 9 holes. I think. it'd be a lot of
Now
fun.
Ben mentioned this. You are a Thursday night scramble legend. You
Yes.
are
Oh.
untouchable.
Your
In the
phone
Super Bowl
rings off
scramble,
the hook.
you're untouchable. Yeah, you mean you got dudes lining up to play with you on
There's
Thursday night.
bidding wars when you show up Thursday.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yes.
yeah.
And the
Little
other thing
9-hole
is that
bullpen.
maybe if you get a partner who's pretty good, you just play 9 holes, member guest, and then you just bow out the rest of the day.
Mm.
Your partner carries you.
Oh, I'd have
Maybe
to give
just the
member
shootout?
guest completely up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And your tournament Andalusia, kiss that goodbye. Yeah.
Yeah.
And anything else that you want to skip church for, done, out of here.
Unless you said like you did, you shot 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 under on the front 9, and then you just coast on the
You
back
better
9.
hope your partner's is back 9 Bob.
I tell you what,
Okay,
you give me 40.
okay.
If I can got a partner that can give me 40 on
All
the
right.
back 9.
Kyle,
Yeah.
I found it for you. You were very close.
Okay.
Play 9, all one word. Play the number 9. It's focused on encouraging more people to play more golf more often, the USGA said in a statement. The program aims at showcasing the 9-hole round as an ideal solution for both avid golfers and newcomers alike to get out and play time-friendly, engaging ways.
So y'all
That's why
can
they
both
started letting you.
golf
We didn't
block.
say you were wrong.
Yeah, you did. Y'all
No, we
wanted
didn't.
so bad. Y'all
No,
wanted
we
so
said you were
bad
wrong
to
on the
Google
cart
that.
path only.
You know what,
now
Kyle?
to
You
Google
give us
that
enough
so
geography
bad.
gaps that we don't need this.
Oh my gosh.
You
You know what
wanted
they
so
did? You know
bad
what we
not
did?
to
We
know.
went through the internet, plotted it out. We took 20 minutes to find your play 9.
You
So
wanted
that way
so
we could
bad
have
for
we
there
could
not to
have
be
a
in there.
we could
I
have
didn't
a
realize
30-minute 9 and an hour 9.
And you're right. Me and Ben don't usually read official statements from the USGA. We just, we're usually watching Shooter McGavin videos or something. But
And heckling pros. No, I don't know. I think I would take the. I would take the 9 holes.
you're gonna play by
But
yourself a lot.
Do you feel like
Nah.
I feel though? Do you think that after about a year and a half that wears off?
I don't think it would wear off. Like I said, I don't think it would wear off until my kids stopped wanting to hang out with me. It's really hard for me. Like I'm saying, I really have to almost play at inconvenient times so that I just want to be. I want to be home when they get home. It's not.
Do you
I
love your
don't know.
kids?
It's kind of tough to just leave on a weekend for 6 hours. I don't know. I want to be there. This would give me the opportunity to not only be able to play more golf and still be there with the kids until they hate me and be a freaking stick. Now I would take that. It would suck.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Had a little technical difficulties, but what I was saying was 2 hours, 9 holes, give me a lot more time to spend with my family until my kids hate me. Then it would suck, or until they moved out, then it would really suck. But still, I don't know. There's just something. I've always wanted to be a guy. I've always wanted to just thought about how fun it could be to just walk out on a course and you're going to go birdie 4 or 5 holes, both sides, just about both sides every time you walk out there. And then the tees that we play from, Nate, you talked about being a 6 handicap would really only be like 2 or 3 under, but a +5 on some of the tees we play from, that'd be like 10 under.
You might scare a little 27.
Yeah, exactly. So
Let me ask you this, Kyle. Does it
And
also
then you know what happens
does,
next?
in this scenario? Does it make a difference also, like where you like we have access to so many 18-hole courses, like where you and I grew up, like before we became country club members, you played at LBW. It's just a 9-hole course. So there wasn't
Yeah,
really
see,
much of a
that's-
choice.
yeah,
And you would
that's-
go
that's
to
true.
Evergreen and play that 9-hole course. Like that's all you know, if you want to play 18, you played it twice and the tees were moved about 5 yards apart from one another.
Right. Right.
And so it was a 9-hole course. So a lot of times you just played 9.
I tell you what, I could never do if I did it. I could never break 80 at St. Andrews because it's a links course. You can't. It's got to, all my courses I play would have to come back to the clubhouse. You couldn't do a links style course.
You go out there and you play on and they call it the links, even though it's not really link style at RTJ, and there's no coming back from that either. Bud.
Nope, no coming back from it. All right, so I take 9, and Nate would take whatever the other one was.
Unlimited.
18, unlimited.
Stay how you are.
Anti-Kyle.
Got it.
The anti-Kyle.
Cool. This was the anti-Kyle podcast.
It's
was
been
an anti-Kyle day, and I'm
pretty much an anti-Kyle podcast.
And the funny thing is, you started this podcast with a polo that I gave you, so that's pretty cool that you now are just turning on me.
I'm totally turning on you.
No, it's anti-Kyle day. No, let's talk about the fact that you skipped on coming over to my house last night. You skipped on lunch, and you pretty much skipped on coming by my office. Ben hadn't come by my office either, so I don't know if you guys
haven't been
I
invited.
did come though.
Your daughter goes to dance every day.
My daughter does not
Besides
dance over
Tuesday,
there every day.
Wednesday.
They're not in dance right now.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
Well,
not dance season. It's
Come
wedding
to my
season.
office tomorrow, Ben. Oh, sure, you'll be there. Cool.
I'm sorry, Nate. I got to be a better friend. Nate, you should be back Friday, but the status over the next, let's just say, week or so is going to be up in the air. We're going to be thinking about you. Little baby girl Nate is on the way, and girl Kat is on the
Nathanieletta
way.
is coming this way.
So
And Dave's.
yes, we're fired up for that. He will officially become a dad bod, and that's just going to be super freaking cool. So we'll be back on Friday. Round 1 of the LIV championship in Boston, whatever they want to call it, starts this I think either Thursday or Friday, maybe Friday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's gonna be shotgun blazing, Fury 4 or 5. I think maybe 8 new dudes added. So should be a lot of fun. Y'all enjoy it. We'll talk on Friday. I'm sure some news will pop before then. So
Hey, Bubba plays in this one. This is
Bubba
his first
plays in
one
this
out.
Yeah,
He-
Bubba plays.
he was
Cam
trying to pick-
Smith.
He released his social media, like which J's he was going to be wearing.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Going to be fun to watch. So y'all check us out. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Bet Online. We really appreciate it. Episode 221. Get your rain plan in. Dad Bod Golf Pod.
30-minute rain plan.
Oh,
Always
Stroking.
Game plans are stupid. Game plans
Never.
are
Rock
stupid.
bad. Lazy leadership.